Friday night, it's time to go. Streaming Matters is the show. The butcher's got the latest news and all the best tips you can use. Cut the cord and save some cash with Kodi and Flex, no need to dash. Tune in for the freshest taste. You're streaming live with no mistakes. Protect your neck from dangers out there. Streaming smooth, no need to care. Drink up every time you hear the name. Flex is here to change the game. Tech news coming fast and bright. Every gadget, every insight. Devices that make life a breeze. All you need is to believe. Don't worry, we got you covered. Every Friday with your instructors. Tech dreams we're here to show, so your streams move with the rivers flow. Stay informed on the latest trends. All the hacks to help your friends. The tech world never seems so clear. With the butcher and oven always near. Smooth streaming tips, they got plenty. Stay informed, don't spend a penny. With Kodi and Flex by your side. Cutting the cord can't be denied. Protect your neck from dangers out there. Streaming smooth, no need to care. Drink up every time you hear the name. Flex is here to change the game. Don't worry, we got you covered. Every Friday with your instructors. Tech dreams we're here to show. So you're
And we're back.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey. Hey, was that all right? Was that the
That was
newest?
the wrong intro.
Was it? That one was good.
Yep.
That one was good though. I like that.
Let me,
I
let
like
me,
that.
let me. Yeah, I mean, you know, the
I was gonna-
professionalism never ceases because
Just
I was
so you
given
know,
a task that add a new video clip for the ending. Can
Yeah.
you do that? Oh, so I sent it to Todd. All right,
Right.
sent it to Todd. So then today, Aubin goes, "Can you send me the new intro for tonight?" Got it. Yeah, I go send it to two people. What happens? The wrong one gets free.
listen,
Don't
listen.
play.
Wait, hold on. Just so you know, I said to Todd, now, I said, "Do you want me to put it up?" And he goes, "No, I got it." Okay, so he put it up. I had the files in there. I'm like, and he was trying to find it, and I'm like, "Listen, I got it right here."
I don't know. I got to look at it. Yeah. All right. So I'm not sure how that happened. It was supposed to be the
Didn't
ship.
have the
What
date on
it
I
wasn't.
didn't-
It didn't have the ship. So maybe next week we'll get this shit sorted out.
Oh my
That
God.
song. Well,
Yeah,
that song's
yeah,
on the
I'll
shelf
put it up.
anyways.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
that's why we put dates on things.
Oh, is there a date on it?
Oh, see? See?
Yeah, look, he's floating around in the basket. Super Dell's gloating and comments about him. He's walking
You know,
around with
haters
his
gonna
hammer
hate.
on the road.
Fucking give the man some haterade. He can't handle it. I mean, I'm sorry that that I am an icon in this community. Do you understand the powers that have happened due to these hands right here? The things that have happened because of that. You just don't know. If you remove this domino from the whole thing, it would have all fell apart years ago. But because of me,
12,000 subscribers. I don't think you can call yourself an icon.
Yeah. Put yourself, get yourself humbled up there. Take a look at. It's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. That's one of the things my dad used to say. All right. Hey, welcome to the show. This is Streaming Matters, and we're going to have Streaming Matters will be the first hour of the show. In the second hour, we will cover the movie Land of Bad, which we'll do kind of a movie review of it. So hopefully you've seen it. If not, you're going to hear all about it, the good and bad and the ugly about it, because we tend to be pretty honest about that. So we're going to do that for the first half of the show. Again, it's tech topics. We're going to talk about some tech things that help you save some money, to help you stream stuff a little bit better, maybe learn some things so you sound a little smarter to your friends, because there's nothing better than you to be the tech expert of all your friends. Because probably, I bet you, most of the people watching this show, they are the tech expert to any of their friends and family. You know what I mean? Because they're the people that do a little research. You do a little research and you find out some information. So, all right. Hey, everybody on the panel, okay? I got, we got Eddie, we got Roger, the Beach, and I got Alban over here. Everybody doing okay?
Doing well.
Good.
Thanks, Todd. How about you?
I'm wonderful. It's a 3-day weekend up here in Land of the North.
Yeah.
3-day
What
weekend.
do you guys complain about working for? If you're always on vacation or some type of holiday.
You know what? It's about keeping people happy. It's quality of life up here. We have a work-life balance, sir.
Tell me
Work-life
about
balance
it.
up here. It's got to. Now, all you sit on the fucking couch all day long. At least I go to work.
You're the only one.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't on the couch. I'm in a chair.
Yeah, I'm in a chair in front of my computer.
In front of my
I'm
computer.
working.
I don't
working.
get out of bed. I don't
Taking
get out
care
of
of
bed
your
until
shit.
noon.
Yeah, we know that. Roger's one of the people, you can reach his ass at 3 a.m., but don't try to reach him at 11 a.m.
No.
So, hey, awesome to see everybody over here hanging in the side chat. Thanks, you guys, for joining. It's an honor to have you watching us live, and it's always great to have people there. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this. Let's see. We're going to start with the first one, which is my favorite copy, the OK app. We're going to talk about Fen Light. It had a little alert that popped up today. Let me see if I can grab my shared screen here.
Cody's dead.
That's right. It's dead. It's been dead. So for the people that use Fen Light, there was an update that was pushed. I guess this was last night or early this morning when this update was pushed. I'm not really sure because I didn't really notice it popping up. But if you have version 1.0.85, and you'll see that version, if you have that version, there's a bug in this. Now, it's not going to steal your social security number or try to charge your credit card. What it's going to do is it won't allow updates to happen moving forward. So there's like a bug in the code. So what will happen is it's not able to fully update. It's kind of it becomes, I'm assuming it'll kind of be in a loop. If you have updated to 1.0.85, the instructions in here says under tools, update utilities, roll back to previous version, and you'll install that version and you'll get back to 1.0.84 and you'll be okay. Again, the developer of the add-on, the guy that works on this, gal works on this, said, oopsies, made a mistake. And this happens whenever you're doing these kind of add-ons, because he's not just adding to a playlist, he's actually adding code to it. And there was a lot of, I don't know if any of you guys, none of you guys use Fen, so I'm even asking. So Fen Light, what you do?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Fen Light, I swear to you, this man, woman, whoever it is updating every couple days, because they went and added a bunch of stuff that was added earlier this week was because you've watched, and added all kinds of features. Because what this feature does is, because I've watched Transformers, it would suggest to me things in that genre. And it'll give you suggestions for that. And added a bunch of code and a bunch of features because you've watched in some things. So again, always adding stuff to this. And I mean, now
I use it to watch Beetlejuice in 4K.
There you go. And I mean, I've actually, my last build, well, both my builds have Fen, and it works fine. But on my home unit, home setup, I removed Fen and installed Light and did that. And I actually like it. The only thing is, the only downside I have with the skin I'm using, it's that fantastic skin, and it needs the search to go to Fen, and it doesn't search Fen Light. So I'm changing my skin for that. But that's the only downside for me. But it's a skin issue. It's not a issue that happens. Here, let me show you.
Dabs, if you reload Fen Light, does it still come up with the same revision, 1.0.85?
If you roll back, it won't. And
No, but I'm just saying you uninstall it and reinstall it.
Well, it depends, because it's a zip file, so it would depend on when you downloaded that zip. Now, let's say you had downloaded an earlier version,
right?
Like say it was 1.0.72.
Okay.
He's fixed it on his repository, so it probably won't push the wrong version of the 1.85.
Okay.
So you'll be okay with that. I'm gonna open up my OK app here, and you can see, since I hadn't used this in a bit, it did ask me about updating to 1.85. I'm gonna stay away from one. I'm just gonna say no. And I have this turned on to where it's a notification. You can do it for automatic. I prefer a notification so I can say yes or no. But I don't want the 1.8. I don't want the 8.5. I just want to stick with the 8.4. So here I'm just going to say no. And you can see right here, it is still at the 1.0.84. So if you're at 8.5, you're going to roll back in the tools. And I'll go there real quick. Should be tools.
Update utilities.
Yep. Update. Roll back previous version. And you would click here and roll back a previous version. So pretty simple, not a hard thing to do for you guys. So, and this is the Nimbus skin. I've been kind of messing around with this to see if I want to use it, but I'm not 100% sold on it yet. But still messing with it. All right, so I wanted to talk about two add-ons. We'll talk about Absolution first, because last week, if you guys remember, we were having issues, or I was having issues with my computer. So I'm going to go in here, and again, we're in red, so it makes it a little bit difficult to read.
Oh, yeah.
But if we go into contracts, got latest 4K, latest release, Contract Killers, British Gangland, Murder Inc., Killer Instinct, Deadly Crime. So if you want to go into these kind of things, again, there is all kinds of for you people that are a little that are sick, poor, you sick individuals wanting to watch dark, decrepit stuff. You can go in here and it's going to have all of your murder shit.
What murder stuff is pretty good.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that like this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's. Let me move this out of my way. There's a lot of things, and again, I love some of these niche sections in some of this stuff. You sometimes you'll come across, you're like, hey, I never heard that, or that sounds good. So this is Absolution, again, Contract Killers, and in this add-on they also do. He will have it where you can do latest releases. This should probably. Yeah, so it's got all your regular releases too, so you can use it as a regular add-on, and does offer a 4K section, which not everything offers 4K, but I do enjoy add-ons that do offer the 4K content. So let me back out of here, and the other one I was just going to mention, I think I mentioned it in the past, but Black Lightning, I want to mention this. And again, for people that want some of the one-click items, and I use this as one of my widgets because I want to know when new movies come out and they're in good quality. So if I go to Debrid 2024, I'm going to get the latest movies, and I'm going to know when it's in a real release, not something in a cam.
Not a cam version like on some people's Plex.
Yes. Yes. So, and I have a pet peeve. That's why I don't use Plex. You guys, I can't be trusting you guys in your cams.
Well, let me just say you can trust one.
And I just don't give a shit.
There you go.
There you go. I wonder who it is. So again, this has a lot of one clicks with this, and this is the 4K section. And I create this. I set this as some of my widgets, and it helps clarify when I'm not sure if something is out in real versions. And again, it does a real good job with one. These are all one clicks, so it's got plenty of whole series in here, and it'll show you this is season 10. So you're not going to get every season, but you're going to get season 10.
But you do one Plex.
Yeah. Documentaries, really great. Lots of documentary section in here. Works again, one clicks. Sports replays. I mentioned this in the past. The replay section is really good. Does a really good job with some of the replays. So if you're looking for some of that, it has it in there. And I want to say, let's back up. I think I need to go back one more because maybe it was just in the one clicks. I thought he had, because he just added Redneck under wrestling. That's where it was. Wrestling replays. So looky here, guys. For us that, we've been missing this. Maybe we need to watch this in big screen just to kind of reminisce, because we haven't been able to watch this in quite a while. Go back and watch some of this, the Redneck Rampage.
No problem with that.
So,
no problem with that.
I know there's one place that has the first Redneck Brawl in 3D.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch Redneck Brawl in 3D.
You have no idea how good that is. Oh my gosh!
All right, well, I'll check it. I'm willing to check it out. So, but if you guys are looking for some, I know some people ask about some of the one clicks. Again, I would say check this add-on out and see if it fits your needs. Again, there's so many add-ons out there that some of these things may hit your preferences. If you have an add-on and you want me to talk about it, or if you know about an add-on, you're like, hey, that is my favorite add-on, it kicks ass, let me know. Let me know what it is, and if it's cool, it's got some cool sections in it, I'll be happy to post it up here and share it with people, as long as the developer's cool with it. I don't share things without the developer saying, yeah, I'm cool with you sharing that. So the developers of those add-ons too, we're okay.
The one-click free movies does work very well in black lighting.
Yeah. And I mean,
if you're somebody who doesn't want the bread for somebody who doesn't want to buy the bread,
100%.
That's a good recommendation.
100%. Yep. Because some people are like, they will not buy the bread for whatever reason. So that's on you, Bo. That's on you. Let's see. So let me pop over to the regular topics. So this topic came up, 2 days ago? 3 days ago?
Yeah, 3 days ago, I think.
So Nvidia Shield has pushed an update. It's a hot fix. It's not like a full upgrade. You're not getting a whole bunch of new features. This is basically a bug fix. And this update has not made it to everybody. It has not made it up here to me. Now it's a hot fix, and I need to take a look at. I didn't think I have to sign up for hot fixes. I thought they were.
Yeah, I think you have to be in the beta tester group.
Beta?
Yeah.
Because I was, and I probably, when I reformatted mine, I probably didn't re-sign up, because you have to go in, and so I might need to sign up for that. And I will say that for me, this is a happy thing for me, because I have had an issue with this right here. I've had an issue on 2 of my shields that the hard drive fills up even when I'm not filling it up. It's like the only thing that I could guess is it's almost like storage on the hard drive becomes used, right? And then you delete something, but it's never clears it on the table of contents or the TOS. You know what I mean? So it's like your shield still thinks something's there. So it's like, oh, I can't use that space. And so even though you freed up the space, your shield doesn't see it as freed space. And this has been a problem. This was happening with one of my shields for a year and a half, if not 2 years. I've had to reformat it twice. I've tried all settings because it was one where I thought that it was one of these settings I'd read that may do this about network sharing and stuff. So I'll turn that off. But still was an issue. So for you folks that may have had that issue, this is probably going to be the update to fix that problem. And again, you may need to look into being able to sign up for the beta, so you'll get those beta pushes. But I would have thought this was going to go across to everybody, but it may not. But again, it's a hot fix. It's been 3 days, and most of the time when they push updates, it doesn't happen to everybody at the same time.
No.
It's in regions. So that's why I kind of was accepting. Well, it may take a little bit of time. The U.S. is always going to be first. But I would have thought, Canada would have been second, but maybe they sent it to Taiwan or somebody.
I got mine in the middle of the night, like 3 nights ago, like late at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you have signed up for the beta though?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was labeled as a beta.
Yeah.
Okay. That may be my issue for me, and I'm sure other people that I've seen that have asked for this update, and they're like, I don't have it yet. That may be the issue. You got to sign up through, and it's a free sign up. It's a sign up on the Nvidia forums, and I think you have to log in on your Shield, or you have to check up. I think there's a box you turn on.
Yeah.
You have to turn it on.
Yeah, a little little toggle you turn on. So
Yeah.
this is exciting, and I mean, in a way, this shows that the Shield is not dead. They're not, not that we're coming out with a new one, but they're going to continue to support with software and knowing of some problems that they're still addressing the issues that may be popping up.
You gotta love Nvidia for that. Yeah, you really do. Because mine's older also, and to still keep getting updates is great. You can't beat that.
I mean,
and I've still not received an RMA from Nvidia to send that bad shit back. So I don't think I'm ever going to get one. They're like, "What? Why do we want a broken Shield back? Screw it."
Yeah. What do they care?
Yeah.
Nvidia is like your like my YouTube is your Nvidia. How they don't pay no mind to you.
He don't mind. He got a new one. He got a new one. So,
True.
And usually they're pretty responsive on stuff.
Yeah.
I have a coworker that I think her power brick is bad, and she's been having problems with her Shield from day one, and she swapped out the cords, and the Shield that was having problems did not have problems anymore, and now the other Shield was having problems where it was like it would just automatically it would all of a sudden just reboot. And so I told her, I said, just reach out to Nvidia. I said, I guarantee you they'll send you a new power brick. Because you can't buy them online. I mean, look up a damn Nvidia Shield brick and you're not going to find one. If maybe on eBay, someone's going to charge.
They're expensive.
Yeah, someone's going to charge you out.
And you're not sure if they work or not.
Yeah, it could be somebody else's broken one.
Yep.
That's why I'm hanging on to the crap that I got. Yeah. I got a spare power supply and I got a spare remote.
Yeah, and it's so. Yeah, they're definitely worth having holding. But it is good to see that they continue to. It's an instance we're talking about. They did have, all right. So we had the 2015, 2017, 2019, and now we're at 2024. But they continue to support updates to that 2015. So they're still getting the same, almost the same, because I can't say the same because some of that AI upscaling and stuff is only on the 19. You can't get that upscaling on the 17 or the 15.
Yeah, the chips just don't have that part to do it. So
if they do ever come out with a new Shield, please don't use Google TV.
They will.
I know that's everybody's using that now.
I think it's the only thing that they authorize. I think that's all that Google will authorize. I don't think they'll do Android TV anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I can always put a different launcher on it, but
Well, you never know. Nvidia developers might be watching the show and they'll be like, "Oh man, we didn't even know that you didn't want that. We might do it." You never know the power of the show, Dave. What
Oh my
Super Dell
God!
told
Here
you
we
that
go.
I have powers to get
Holy
shit done.
shit. Here we go.
All
I hope
right.
your doorways are extra wide to get your swelled head.
You know what? Awesome. I can't help
It's
it.
a
I'm great.
bobblehead.
I am great. All right. This was out. Now this is a little bit late, but I think this is worth talking about. We there when COVID times we were talking outrageous prices for hard drives, but we are seeing a lot of those solid state drives, those newer M.2s. Prices are really coming down on these things. So, look we got 4 terabytes were on sale last week, and I mean, are you guys moving to these new solid state ones, or are the prices per gigabyte still too much?
I don't have any 4 terabyte ones. I have like 3 different 2 terabyte ones because they were cheap enough to buy. And so I haven't moved to the 4 terabytes yet, and I don't know that I will because they're $200 for 4 terabytes. Where you can get 20 a 20 gig or 20 terabyte spinner for that.
Yeah. Like what's a red though? Red's probably going to be $300 or $400 for a.
Yeah, but I buy the factory refurbished ones because I'm not storing nuclear secrets on them.
Hey, I'm going to talk about hard drives going bad and how many tears he's shed over the last
2 months.
Yeah.
If they made those M.2 drives bigger, if I was able to get that in the 20, I'd get it.
Well, they will in a few years. Give it.
In a few years. I know. Yeah, and I'd like to know. Has anyone seen like if they make a board that throws that you can put into a machine that has a bunch of those? Yeah, multiples.
Yeah, you can
do that.
That you can rate them together or access them one at a time.
Yeah, because like I know on my desktop I could put 4 of them in 4 slots.
They have an actual.
No, you have 4 slots.
They have
I'm talking about a card.
Yeah. I think Roger's right. There is a board that's just an expand.
The biggest that I've seen is 8 M.2 slots on one.
Okay. You knew exactly what I was going for. I'm like, okay, what's the biggest one?
And that is, I have seen those. It was last year or something that they had one of those. Like you said, it had, like it was like a board that you plugged in, and it had all those M.2 slots that you could plug in.
Reminds me of the memory boards back in, back in the PCAT days.
Yep. Same concept, Dobbin.
Yep. Okay, good. Because that's what I was looking for. Because I'd like to get away from, the spinners. But I did read something one point that they said, but the spinners are gonna last longer than the others. And so it's just like, speed or
For what we use our storage for, we don't. We
don't need speed.
Right. We can buy with 5400. RPM drives,
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting though to seeing these prices become more reasonable. Because not too long ago these prices were triple. Than what they were now, and so it is good to see the prices getting more reasonable, something to work with. So when you're putting if your board can handle a couple. For $500 you'd be at 8 terabytes of storage, and these things I had my computer has when I built it had the M.2, and I mean that mug it was no time at all that when it boots up, I mean it was
they're quick.
But now it's gotten older, and there's issues. There's all kinds of other issues that now.
It's like if we look back years ago. I remember the first time I got a 1 terabyte hard drive. Oh man, I am never going to fill this thing up. It's going to take me forever. Yeah, well, that lasted about 6 months. Then if I got a 4 terabyte, okay, then 8, then 16, 18, 20.
I've been doing that
so,
shit since 480 megabyte drives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you look back to like when I got that first 1 terabyte. I was like, oh man, I got so much room. Here I am 20 years later, and it's I'm sitting here, and I got an 18, 20, and a 16 sitting in front of me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm crazy because I still sit in a corner and I say there still isn't nothing big enough yet for me. You understand? I have so many things I need to save. I have too much data that I need. You know.
I've seen a list of your stuff. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be saved.
Yeah.
You can let it go.
Listen, that the end of the apocalypse will come, and someone's gonna need it, and I'll have it.
Well, that's like another person we know that has a large collection, and I'll sit there, and he's like, "Oh, I just grabbed it." I'm like, "Why? Why you spend all this time for grabbing shit?
Because it's you're not spending
want?
time to grab it. You're not.
But no, you do. You just talked about you sit at your computer for how long every day because you having to fix shit because you downloaded something. Now I gotta fix it.
Fixing shit is different than clicking on add it to my list. Let's keep adding. It was the same. I was even worse back in the grabbing MP3 days. You know what I'm saying? It was nuts. It was nuts. I just took it all.
I love you, brother, but I can just imagine right now as I'm going in your house, and it'll be like that path, that one little path, that all the path, and he'll have like boxes of data stuff stored. I'll be like, I've seen lots of episodes of Hoarders. This is Data Hoarder.
Yeah.
What we ought to do one night is play like 3 of us get into Aubyn's remote desktop in, look at his server, and play like Data Center Survivor.
Oh no, no, and you guys be trying to delete files? No, not happening.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah!
Not deleting my files.
Damn right. I'd be deleting shit left and right.
What's the difference? It takes more time to look to find something to delete than to keep it.
Or it takes you longer to try to find it because it's all piled in amongst all that other crap.
No, you can find anything. Anything can be found.
Aubyn's naming scheme is top notch. You can find your shit.
So, well, hey, all right. So, ComputerWorks says on here, 5-year warranty for data center reconditioned drives on eBay. They're cheap. He says he's bought many of them. All of them still working. And he also posts there is a card that you can buy. Put many NVMe drives together with them. Asus makes one.
Yep.
In here, he also says the server spinner drives are rated at 1 million hours. He says he believes so.
Those are the ones that I buy as the refurbed data center ones, and I've never had any issues with any of them I've been buying them for years. So,
oh, here we got Sidekick asking a question, and maybe one of you Plex guys, is there a way to change saved content on drives as shared throughout the drive versus standard?
I'm not sure what the question means.
Yeah, Sidekick's when I'm reading it. I was thinking, is he meaning they're changing the content, like if all of it is on the C drive and now we're gonna move it to the D drive? How if you can do one big name change?
I mean, I don't know if they're like
you have to move. You're talking about moving. That's a move when it comes to Plex.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
Versus standard.
Maybe we'll wait for Sidekick to toss us
say something else.
A clarification on that. But yeah, I'm not sure. So,
but you can also hit me up. He's
always at his computer.
Yeah.
He's always there. All right, I'll let him answer that. And while he's answering that, we'll run over here to another one of your Protect the Next articles, bro.
Oh yeah.
You guys see about MoneyGram confirms breach? MoneyGram, which is kind of like a way of sending funds to people across country or to different countries. MoneyGram is a big company, and there was a data breach involving Social Security numbers, names, your address, phone numbers, all kinds of sensitive data. And they caught on to it, but it had been breached for a few days, but then they locked it down. When they found the issue, they did an immediate lockdown, which for people in the middle of a transfer, say you sent the money to grandma and she's at the store with the MoneyGram place waiting for that money, and all of a sudden it was locked down. And I think it took a couple days before they were able to do whatever they needed to do to upgrade their security and software shit. So that's out there. And here again, this is the information that has been stolen. And when you look at one of the things that on this article, what is the thing that's missing, that's always missing when we hear about a data breach at first? What is always missing? What don't they tell us?
Oh, how many people?
How many?
There's nothing in the article to talk about how many people.
Yeah,
how many?
It's all one file.
When they do that, I just assume all of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's bigger than you think.
One thing, Aubin, we don't have to worry about Dabs being breached on MoneyGram because that requires sending money. People, we know he's safe.
Money only goes one direction, boys.
I
This
can't
way.
hear MoneyGram without thinking of Candygram from Mongo.
Candygram.
Yeah.
We're just old. Saturday Night Live. Candygram. Or Blazing Saddles. Candygram.
Blazing Saddles. Oh my God. Candygram the Mongo.
Hey, I will. One of the cool things, though, and again, MoneyGram, especially if you're doing for country, because it says they support 200 countries sending money to. Wow. And I know here in Canada, to send money to someone is I just need an email address. An email address, and I can send money immediately, e-transfer to wherever. But I can't e-transfer from this country to another country. That's when I have to use PayPal, and then PayPal I can't even, because we don't have PayPal here. Because they don't really offer it here. I have a PayPal in the U.S. So how the U.S. does stuff is different than how other countries do it to transfer the money back.
You don't have PayPal in Canada?
I don't think so. I have a PayPal account in the U.S. and my PayPal in the U.S. is not the same as my PayPal. I can't. You might be able to create one, but then I'd have to use a Canadian bank.
Yeah.
Not my American bank. So they would be two separate accounts, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
So then
I do have Canadian people that send me PayPals every now and then.
Yeah.
So I used to have PayPal and they dropped it because I didn't use it enough.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't use it, I mean, here I could see why nobody would use PayPal, because it's just easy to e-transfer email or not an email address, and then it just sends it right over there, and it's instant. And then also my bank, depending on which bank account, it can be anywhere from no cost to $1, depending on the type of checking account you have. So, did Sidekick clarify his question?
He did not.
Okay. All right. Well, here it is. He did.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hold on a second. His question. The setting I'm talking about, shared, balances out the stored data on all drives instead of stacking it on one. Shared. So it would balance. It would send it to different drives.
Is he talking about permissions, like drive permissions?
Or would that be when you have multiple drives, like a NAS? I'm assuming like a NAS.
Well, the only way that would work would be in a RAID situation. That's the only way it would flow over to different hard drives. You would have to have, like three drives set it up in a RAID array. That's the only way you could stripe data across multiple hard drives. So I don't understand.
I don't store a lot of shit. Well, no, I mean I have a lot, but I download for things that I want, and it's and not
want everything.
Some people.
But if he's talking about permissions on a drive, you can go in and say, just like this folder named Dab's private porn collection, only that would be shared. it can be, or you can do the whole drive.
Yeah,
the whole D drive. I don't know.
You're doing the shared.
Yeah.
Shared brain cell. Okay, all right.
I can't answer his question because I'm not.
I don't know. Sidekick, we're lost over here. Well, we're not the smartest people. All
Do you
right.
want to come on? We you know.
Well, he's also and he's also in our Telegram. So
Yeah,
because he does themes and stuff.
Yeah, hit
All
us
right.
up.
okay.
Hit us up. DM us. And
So Windows 11 is not supporting a few versions. So depending on if you have some of these old versions, and again, if you don't know if you have these, it probably doesn't affect you. But for some of the people that have some older versions of Windows 11, you will not get security updates and stuff until you upgrade to a later version like the 23H or 24H. You'll need to update to those versions. So most people that know about this kind of stuff know that they're sticking with a certain version for a certain reason.
yeah.
But I thought toss that out there that, just FYI for some folks, you won't be getting any updates. But most people that lock it down and don't want to update, there's a reason why they don't want to move up to a higher version.
Yeah.
And so they're fine with it. MUDEC. Now, Alvin, you sent this, and I actually was reading up on this, which is supposed to be an emulator machine.
Remember,
kind of an
hearing
all-in-one.
about this a while back.
I
heard about this and printing the whole device also yourself.
Yep. You could you could do a 3D printing of the case.
Mhm.
And this thing was supposed, and it got canceled because they said it didn't have enough people donating.
Right.
And let's see, here it is. And it came with two different versions, depending on which version you got. One came with was saying it was going to come with a Ryzen, and one was a N97. Yeah, here we go. One was an N97, which honestly, if me, who has used some Intel, I would not use the N97 chip because you're going to be capped out for low-end PS2 games. Some lower-end ones, but you're going to struggle once you get to some of the higher resource games on PS2. And I'm not sure how well this would do with Switch or some of these other systems. But it came with, it's coming with 16 gigs of RAM, a 512 gigabyte hard drive. And it's a nice system. I probably would, if I was going to do anything, I would probably be sticking with this Ryzen 8600.
Because that's a very powerful chip.
Yeah. And if you think, what was the price on this? This was, here it is, $675.
Yeah.
So it was going to come with $675. It was going to be able to run Steam Deck or Steam. You'd be able to run Steam games and stuff like that. But I really feel like when you get to this $600, $700 range,
build a PC.
Yeah, there's other options you have. Even if there's many PCs that you can buy that are running this chip that are a plug and play.
Yep.
And when you get into this cost. Now, if you're trying to do it for $300 or $400, you're going to have a hard time. But they're expecting $675 right off the bat. And for a system, it's supposed to be able.
Wasn't that 600 for the startup that they would? What's that word? Yeah,
Indigo. It was for fundraiser, and Indigo. They had the two versions, and again, it was the early bird special,
right?
And so the smaller one was $330, and this the one that if I was going to get it, I would be.
Was this saying? Do you remember if it was saying that it was already going to have apps on there or something?
Yes, it was supposed to have emulators built in. They were going to have it to where it could run Linux or Windows or Android. They talked about that it could do all these things like that. But again, falling short of meeting its financial requirements to be able to get out there and do it. And I've fundraising. We've done GoFundMe. I know with Blue and I, there's been a number of things that we've done it. And most things you receive something. Most of them went to market. Most of them we got it. Blue did invest in a mini PC 3 years ago. It never came to market. It never came. So that was I want to say it's $200. It was like $200.
Right.
Early bird. You're supposed to get one PC, but then because she was lucky enough that she was the lucky number and she was going to get a second one for free, and we hadn't even gotten the free one. We got neither one. So again, when you're doing those crowdfunding, the GoFundMe, those Indigo, you assume some risk. There is some risk to it, and if it works out, I have done fundraising and we've got some really cool shit. She's got a cutting board that it took twice as long from what it said to come to us, but it has infrared thing to sanitize your knife. It's got a sharp knife. It's got a scale on the cutting board itself. It's got.
I've seen that board. I've seen that board somewhere.
Yeah, and you can pull the board out, and it's got like little cutting. It's got like
it's a white board.
Yeah, no, hers is like a board. Hers is like a wood one.
No, I've seen one that's like some type. It looks like it's glass.
Oh, okay. Well, they may have done a later version.
And it has a scale on the side of it.
Yeah,
it was really neat. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and again, it was a crowdfunding. It's a chance you take. It's a risk, and it worked out for her. But it's a neat cutting board. I mean, it's got everything that you'd ever want plus, but you take a risk. So it would be interesting if this little system ever makes it to market. Right now there's so many emulation stuff that's really buzz that with if you go and look at everyone's making some type of emulation device that they're chucking out there, and some are good and some are bad. Definitely look at what hardware. And I will say, if you're going to buy an emulation and you're wanting low end stuff, well then 4 gigabytes of memory and you're fine. If you're wanting something, you want PS2 or you want Xbox or you want Switch or any of these higher games, you're going to need to make sure that you're going to keep that. You got to keep like that 12 gigs or 16 gigs to make it easy. You can do it with lower quality or lower amounts, but a lot of times there's a lot of trade-offs where you're having to adjust emulators. You're having to make adjustment. It is not plug and play. So the more hardware you have, the more you can just basically drag and drop ROMs and go. The lower the specs of the device, the lower the RAM. Some of those devices can do it, but they will take more work on your part to adjust emulator settings or to make changes. And it's a trade-off in what you're wanting to do. You can be cheaper, but you're going to spend more time to make it work the way that you want if you're able to. So, just watch when you're buying these emulator devices. Just do your research about what you're going to look for and what you're wanting to play, because what you want to play is the biggest factor on how much you have to spend. If you're wanting to just play arcade games and Nintendo and Super Nintendo and maybe a little Nintendo 64, you can go super cheap. You can go with a small Raspberry Pi, or you can go with and be fine. But if you're trying that, hey, you want to upscale PSP and I want to play some PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 is still, I don't know. I guess maybe on some mini PCs you can do it. I don't know. PS3 is that's a resource hog. So I think a lot of people run into problems if they're trying to do that.
You're going to need a gaming PC.
Yeah. It needs too much.
Yeah.
But to be honest, if you're a person, and I was this close, I didn't realize that the PS3 is you can flash custom firmware on it. And so you can take a PS3, and I see them around here on Marketplace for $80, $100 with everything. It'll come with all the controllers and everything. And you take and flash custom firmware on it, and then you can install an internal 1 terabyte drive in it and put your games, and you can play anything from PS3 down without any problems. So if you're a person that's thinking, hey, I'm wanting to do emulation and PS3 is the highest, and I want to make sure to pay PS2 and stuff. You may look into a PS3 and just do some reading. There's plenty of it'll be like CFW. I think is usually what you'll look at on PS3 custom firmware, and there'll be tutorials to walk you through on flashing a PS3 with kind of like we did back in the old Xbox days, guys. You remember flashing custom firmware on it, and then you're unlock the device, and you can put a new hard drive in it, and then put the games on it, or run the games from a NAS. And you can run those games off of a NAS right onto your Shield or onto your PS3. So I don't know. I you know me, I love those kind of little. And I was like, oh, is that my next little hobby? Is to get a PS3 and a hard drive? You know. Yeah, I do. I do have a little bit of an issue now. Yeah, I do have a little issue in blue, and I'm also looking at Steam Deck. So I'm like a used one. I don't want new. I want used, because if it's a hobby that I've run short, I don't want to have spent a ton of money and then say, oh, that's a hobby I'm bored with and I'm moving on. But a little Steam Deck, those PCs are pretty strong, and you know, well, all right, moving on to Amazon looking to bundle discounted home internet into their Amazon Prime subscription, and this is going to piggyback a little bit with Amazon internet is being delayed a little bit. So for you folks that may not be, you're like, what's Amazon's home internet? Basically, it's SpaceX. It's your
satellite,
Starlink. It's basically Starlink, but instead of being Tesla owned, it is Amazon owned. And Amazon had announced that it's going to release 3,200 satellites. I think is somewhere in here. Yeah, here it is. It said that by July 2026, it would have 3,200 satellites circling around the Earth, giving people internet in places that typically internet's not available, like Starlink does. They want to be the competitor to Tesla, to Elon Musk's Starlink, and offering it at a cheaper price, a smaller dish. They got all kinds of stuff, but it's been pushed back. We're talking early 2025 is when the first satellites are going to go up, because of the
rockets suck.
Yeah, well, the Space Force bumped them off the launch pad. The U.S. Space Force basically said they got some critical missions, and they needed those rockets instead of Amazon using it. So Amazon's money didn't work good enough to keep them on there. The U.S. government, U.S. Space Force said, hey, you know what? You'll have to wait, because we got national security. So who knows? There's probably some spy satellite that'll laser people and kill them from different countries. So, but Amazon does hope to bundle their packaging of their internet in with Amazon Prime, and you would be able to get a discounted, for Amazon Prime subscribers, you would get a discounted home internet. No pricing is set for this, but that's what they're hoping. They're hoping to be able to jump on that market share for those people that are looking for an alternative to bad internet in the rural areas, or having to deal with Elon Musk's and paying for Starlink. But yeah, I mean, so what you guys think? I mean, with Amazon and pumping out all these satellites up in the sky, and I mean,
can't get out as is, you know.
Personally, going to a disc, it turns me off, because there's too many factors that can interfere with a disc. Because where I live, I got trees all the way around me.
Yeah.
And I got heavy snow.
Then you're screwed.
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think of people like Roger. He's out in the Midwest, right? And there's a lot of rural areas that don't have good internet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like when my boys lived in the mountains in Colorado, it was their only option.
Yep. So I can see where this may be. It's definitely marketable. I can definitely see them marketing, and I want to say that they're talking that they're going to make a bunch because they talked about how much Elon Musk. Let's see, Starlink's here it is. Points that Starlink's has made $7 billion in revenue in 4 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, $400 just to get the startup kit from Starlink, then that's $120 a month.
Yep.
But if you can't get internet anywhere else other than from HughesNet,
right. If that's your only option, then you're probably happy with that. But I mean, I'm just.
But that's you said 120 a month.
Yeah.
That's like it came out how he goes, the people in Western Carolina were doing Helene, they're giving free Starlink. Okay, the catch is, yes, we'll give you free Starlink for a month, but you still have to spend the $400 to get the
hardware. For the hardware.
Yeah. So
up until 2 or 3 months ago, that startup wasn't $400. It was $600.
$600,
Mm-hmm.
I thought they sent a bunch that they just made it public use, though.
No.
I thought Elon sent a bunch of them.
That was the press release part of it, but that's not what happened in reality.
Oh. What do you mean? Fake news? Elon Musk is great. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Which channel you guys watching?
He gave him 30 days. He gave him a 30-day trial if they buy the hardware.
Yeah. You're out stuck in the middle of nowhere, but hey, we'll give you.
I'm thinking about it because I'm saying to myself, sure, I got quick internet now.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you're in town,
right?
You got you have options.
I'm thinking if I were like where Eddie is, or
there's people here.
I'm trying to think if I would pay that, but I would want my internet that bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would pay it. You would pay it.
Yeah.
You would pay it. Oh, but there's no way you go back to them. Dial-up speeds.
Dial-up. No,
you would never, ever.
If you're in a situation where only Starlink is going to work for you, you also have access to HughesNet, which is they have like a 10 gigabyte fucking download limit on it, and then they super upcharge you for all the data above that. So Starlink really is the only game in town out in the boonies.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, out here, again, I live in town, so I have options.
Mm-hmm.
When we were looking at houses, I'm talking 20 minutes from here, 20 minutes out of town. They run Bell, and they'll have Bell, which is kind of like that HughesNet kind of thing, maybe a little bit better than HughesNet, but not that much. And that's what's available. So if you don't want Bell with the slow service, you're going to pay for Starlink, which going to give you that 120 download, 120, 150 download. But again, you would pay it. I would pay it because when we were looking at houses, and that was some of our, we thought that was a factor when we were looking at a house. We're like, holy shit! If I get this, we're gonna have to get Starlink. And no, I heard Andrew's here, so we gotta get moving. We're almost there. All right, the last thing I just want to post out here for folks for DirecTV is launching a free streaming service called My Free DirecTV. Now, this is going to be an ad-supported system, kind of like your Sling, or not Sling, but your all these what's all those Pluto TV and all those kind of things. But it's going to offer certain channels. And the reason why they're doing this is they're trying to offer you something, but they're hoping that the caveat is enough to make you decide to get real DirecTV. But it's definitely an option if you want to look into it. Here it is. Sign up for myfreetv.com. We can go in here, coming soon, premium TV. But it's supposed to offer, I thought this one had.
Now, it does not use their satellite dishes, though. This has to come over
internet.
Internet. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's an internet. And I want to say that I could have swore that I saw the link. I thought it said you got to pick certain channels. Oh, what? Dang it! I could have swore I saw the link.
Why pick certain channels when a person could still just go to Pluto and watch all of their shit? You know, what's wrong with these people?
Well, maybe it's not letting me look at it because it knows I'm in Canada.
Yeah.
Could be.
Keep those secrets away from you guys.
Yeah, don't be letting me know. Help me choose sports. So let me look at all sports. Shop packages. So I don't know. Go ahead and check it out, guys. I'm not going to go through all this because we got the other stuff. But my free DirecTV, it's going to be a free situation where you're able to check it out, see if it's got some channels you need. Again, this may help work for some people that are like, hey, I only need certain channels, and they have what channel I care about. It is ad supported, so you will get to see those beautiful ads every once in a while.
Don't let anybody buy that crap.
Yeah, well, you don't have to buy it.
There's enough. There's enough. There's enough. We know enough resources.
There is, but some people are lazy and they don't want to listen. So I toss it out there for people because, I mean, yes, there's plenty of knowledge out there. So, all right, let's see what's on the wheel here, guys, and we'll get to our second half, which is we're gonna cover Land of Bad, the movie Land of Bad. So what's our movies and who put them on the wheel here, Ob?
All right, for next week, episode 15, in green we have Andrew with Beetlejuice. I have in purple, I forgot my movie, Hounds of War. Dabs in red has Wolves.
Yep.
Which actually I just watched that.
Yeah.
Eddie in gray has Deadpool and Wolverine. Roger in orange has Greedy People. I watched that one too. I liked it. And the beach has in blue. Yeah, that blue.
Yeah,
blue,
that Carolina blue, because he's a Carolina fan.
Carolina blue. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Kneecap. I didn't watch that one yet. I need to watch that.
Neither have I. All right, let's go ahead and spin this wheel. See where we're at. Let's see, Aubin, don't get 3 a week. Don't get 3 in a row.
No, don't get me a third one.
Not a third one. It's not
one
fair.
Is, okay, no, not me. Red. It's Dabs.
Yeah, we're going to be Brad Pitt in time. Ain't it Brad Pitt in this one?
Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
And George Clooney.
That's a whole lot of dreamy.
Yeah, a lot of dreamies, boys.
Hey, I had 2 Hemsworths in my movie.
You did have 2 Hemsworths. One died early, though.
Yeah.
IMDB. So we'll quickly just glance at this one so that people know what movie we're talking about. This has only been out maybe 3 weeks, something like that.
Yep, 2 or 3.
So yep. So been out for a couple weeks. So this is the movie. So watch it before next week so we can talk about this. This is a newer movie, so we'll find out if you love it, hate it, play or pass on that one for next week. So this is the movie for next week, folks. So let's get over here. Get here. Hold on a second. I got to go to the brand because we're going to. Oh, wait. Did you move it to the top, Bob?
Did I move it to. I don't know. Hold on. I'm trying to get back.
Hold on. I'm trying to look. Trying to make sure because we got somebody on the panel that will. I think it is right up here at the top.
Okay.
I think it's up here near the top. I think it's this one. Look at Sohail kicking it with the jailbroken PS3. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. That makes me want to buy one though. But all right. So Land of Bad. So this was our movie for the week, and this is what this is going to be play or pass. So we're going to give you our thoughts. Each and every one of us will give us our thoughts on this movie, and would we give this a play or a pass due to how good this movie is. So spoiler alerts, we will talk about this movie and give you all kinds of our opinions. Who wants to be first for our movie review of Land of Bad?
I'll go last since it's my movie again.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I didn't hate it.
No.
I thought I was going to hate it because it's an action movie. And although it did break some of the rules, he did outshoot some long guns with a handgun, being in worse position, and whatnot. And they had to get him shirtless for some reason for a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so far-fetched that it made me roll my eyes every 10 minutes. It was okay. I think they use tech that does exist. I don't think they over-teched it too much. I think pretty much everything that they shown, we have the capability of doing. Russell Crowe, he seemed wasted in this role, to be honest with you. But
wasted as in high, or that
they
they should have done more with him.
They should have done more with him.
Okay.
He's a great actor, and all he did was sit in the chair and bitch.
Yeah, kind of sounds like me.
Yeah.
But overall, it wasn't a terrible movie, and I didn't hate it. So, as far as action movies goes, it was a good one for me. So
it's like we've seen this movie probably 25 times.
Yeah.
The same plot and storyline and everything. And it's like when he's going to the first one, the LZ to get picked up, and I'm like, okay, that ain't happening. I was like, that helicopter's getting shot down. So I knew that wasn't happening. So
it's like Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Exactly. So just it was okay. Will I ever watch it again? Absolutely not.
No. But there was a shirtless Helmsworth. I seen a shirtless Helmsworth.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Shirtless and shoeless too. That was the other thing I'm thinking about. Oh, that mug walking around with no shoes, where a bomb just went off, glass everywhere, and he just walked along like ain't nothing. I'm thinking, I got sensitive feet. I'm concerned.
Did they ever explain why it was terrorists of Middle Eastern background and Asian background working?
Well, there are Muslim Filipinos. That's where this was supposed to take place in the Philippines.
All
so yes, there are islands like that, or enclaves in the Philippines.
I missed the Philippines part.
Well, yeah, I think Dave looked it up.
I had to look it up because Nucky was on her 101 questions night.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And she wasn't even drunk.
She was out. She had questions, and you were willing to go find the information.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so you got that. Oh shit! Fire, man! I was hoping to see some more damn Aurora Borealis tonight. Guess what I see? Rain and lightning. It's like lightning. Well, I'm like, where did this come from? Holy shit! Well, won't be seeing those northern lights tonight.
Did you see them here in New York? They were showing pictures of on news. I was like, wow! I couldn't believe that. I didn't even look out the window. I'm not in the city, but I
we'll talk about it after the show. I'm sorry. We'll talk about it after. All right. I don't want to get sidetracked. Okay. All right. So who? Dave, are you done with yours? Or no, Roger?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I was no, go on, Eddie.
Okay, for me, I liked the movie. I wasn't really overexcited about it. I thought there would have been more action in the movie. The theme of the movie I liked. I started, trying to count the bullets. But I said, forget about the bullets. Let's watch the drone. Because he was shooting so many drones, I'm saying, first shot, second shot, third shot, and then the fourth shot. I said, okay, where's the fifth shot on the drone? And then Russell Crowe broke my excitement and said, well, I don't have any more shots on the drone.
Or Winchester.
Yeah. But I liked it. It was good. The theme itself could be realistic because, like Dave said, there is in the Philippines, a lot of Muslims could be radical Muslims, and they could be, let's say, the next hot point in the world. So but besides that, I give it a play.
All right. Who else is up next?
Yeah.
Ian?
I was gonna say what Beach said. It's like we've seen this movie before. Like probably a better version of this movie is Behind Enemy Lines. It's like a similar style. This is just like more of a modernized version, with the drone and stuff. Like Roger said, it's definitely tech that would they probably use today. I actually thought this film was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm surprised it didn't like have as much promotion as you would have thought. I would have thought it would have had if it had a little bit more promotion, it might have done a little bit better. Because I had read something that it didn't do amazing or something on the opening weekend. I don't know if Roger if Orban knows.
It was Netflix. That's why.
Yeah, it's a Netflix movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
See, Netflix only they don't promote outside of Netflix, do they?
Right.
No, they want you to come to them.
That's why, like, we have a movie can't be lower than 6.5. We should just ban Netflix movies because they all pretty much suck.
That's one thing that I did have as a thought. This was the best Netflix movie I've ever seen out of all of them.
Right.
There's some good ones, I think, but it's like this is probably in the good category of the Netflix action movies. There's one shot, and I'm pretty sure that only ever used it once. But I said when I was in big screen for the first hour with you guys, and I said it at the time when the shot happened. It was like when they're walking through the jungle at the beginning, and then they hear the noise and they get their guns up, and then there's this one camera shot of like the camera. It looked like from the point of view of the gun, it was like attached to the gun, and all you see is the gun moving around. I thought that was a really cool shot, but then I don't think they ever used that again. So I don't know why they didn't do that, but I thought it was an interesting shot. They would have liked to seen more little shots like that, but it just like you could kind of see where the plot was going. Like when obviously when they see or they get to where they go, the land, the whatever it is, the area they're going to, then the stuff happens. You're like, yeah, I can see what's going to happen here. And it's typical of these type of movies where it's like there's a group of people go in together to do this mission, and then only one of them is left, and it's everyone, all the bad guys are after this one person. It's the kind of story you've seen over and over, but they still did it pretty well, and it was obviously modernized with the drones. And I think I think it might have been Roger that said what Russell Crowe was. Russell Crowe was wasted.
Yeah,
just,
I said that.
Just,
I said
just
that,
sitting on his horse doing a Dave.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was all right.
All right, I'll jump in here in case as I'm watching lightning and stuff coming this direction. Guys, I'm looking out my window. I keep seeing. So if I drop off, it may be because my power goes off and the internet drops or something. So 100% we've wash, rinse, repeat. This is a movie we've seen. These type of movies. If you're into this genre, this action, over the top, muscular dude gets the shit beat out of him, shot, stabbed, whatever, and still fights through it, can fall 200 feet and just roll right off of it, doesn't break any bones. He's able to run for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers and not be seen, but then farts the wrong time and they catch him. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get that. Everybody's dead except for one, but then when you get to the end of the movie, he ends up rescuing 3. It's like, right. So it is what it is. You're gonna get it. What's so funny is I found it quite funny. So we have a drone that's flying super high up in the sky, right? It's looking down with night vision as they're walking through the jungle, right? The job of these people that are watching, that are in the command center, is to tell you when you're coming up on something. You're coming up on these people. You're coming up on that. That's their job, right? That's their fucking job, is to sit there. And they got two people, not one. We got two people that are watching the monitors about what's in front of you. And I found it funny when they come up and they're like, he's like, oh, I think I hear something coming. And then the girl goes, oh, yeah, there's a truck coming a half a click away. Wait, wasn't that your fucking job to tell me when it's a click away that, hey, that's coming? Oh, also, there's some guys on horseback that's coming from the other direction. Maybe go the other way and hang out for a little while. No. They don't tell him until, oh, guess what? Find somewhere to hide right now because they're conversion on your spot right now. That's their whole fucking job. Back the camera up and look and say, oh, you know what? I'm looking at the big screen here. There's some people here, some people here. I got one guy to watch. I'm like, that's your job. Well, how can't you do that? If I got to tell you what to look for and I'm in the range, why do I need you? But obviously he needed them because they were everything, eyes in the sky. Again, I found that stuff was just kind of funny. I'm like, come on. That's what you're supposed to do. When I get down to one rocket left, I'm calling and saying, hey, we need to get another drone in the sky because I'm down to one, and we're supposed to protect these guys.
Yeah.
So I just found some of that kind of funny. The whole he gets smashed in the face with that hammer and knocks out a tooth, but damn, he looked good after. I mean, Mug didn't have no swelling.
No.
I mean, and I looked good. I mean, but. I know they're trying to make him a heartthrob, and maybe we'll give him. Blue and I talked about this, and she says, "Well, Chris is so much better than this." And I said, "But Chris has got a lot more movies under his belt, so he's able to say, yeah, this movie sucked, and this movie, but hey, these movies were okay. This is his. What's it? Liam? Ain't that what his?
Yeah,
that's who we got. So he's new." But they're going to try to make him into the heartthrob that they're wanting him to be. And again, if you're just in for bullets, don't count the bullets on the fucking 45s,
right?
Because I called that. I was like, whoa. A 45 don't hold 15. I mean, because he had that 1911 45, like 1911, and he's like, I'm like, it don't hold that many, but. Yeah, don't count your bullets. But you get what you pay for in this. If you're into these kind of things, just turn it on and you want to just see shooting, killing, and the good guys win in the end. Boom. This is your ticket because that's what you're gonna get. The go rah America, the good guys won. And I did when he was hanging up the phone, you knew that the phone was gonna be important.
Yeah.
Remember when the ball game was on
in the beginning?
Yeah. And he's like, "Don't let this phone. If it rings, pick it up." And I'm like, "Oh, someone's not going to pick that up." And then they did the whole put the phone off the hook, turn the ringer off.
I did find it funny how he's like making a big thing about that. He's like, "Oh, you got to answer it because my wife's pregnant." But then when he gets phone called off Liam Hemsworth's character. He looks at it and he hangs up and he goes to his wife, "Oh, it was just a number I didn't know." And I thought, you know what, I would do the same thing. I don't recognize that number. Hang up.
Well, when he goes berserk and smashes up the TV. There's another TV behind him.
Right behind him.
I'm like,
playing the same game.
Exactly. Yes. So all right, you proved your point. Everybody just turn around.
Yeah. But he smashed a good one. That's what it is. He smashed a good one. Maybe. Yeah. But again, I'm an NCAA lover. I love NC March Madness, so I can see people getting fired up and when it comes March Madness and having watch parties, and you're a military base, you guys are just sitting around doing nothing but
I hope you're not doing that in the middle of a fucking op, though.
You would hope. Like I said, two people are working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody else was. All right. Well, that's all I got.
Well, you got the guys next door that had stole the chair. They were working too. This was a busy place. That these people have a job to do. I like this movie because I like to shoot 'em up kill him, type thing. Not too many. We're always going to see that same old thing. Oh, one guy lives. He killed 80 people, and no one got him. Did he even get a bullet in him? He didn't.
He had blood on him, but like
He had
maybe it was
blood
from
on him,
beat up.
yeah.
It was from being beat
Yeah.
up because he had
Yeah.
blood. Every time he came out of the water, there was still blood on him.
Yeah.
I was watching. I'm like,
Yeah.
ain't that washing off?
No.
Got shot, but his black
Yeah.
jacket caught it.
Yeah. He caught that. But when they left that other place where they took all the other guns, he got a new white shirt there.
Yeah, I did notice that as well. Yeah.
That was a pretty clean shirt for the jungle.
Yeah.
For the jungle in the.
But like I said, I really like this movie. We watched it originally in big screen one night, and I'm like, because we were just like flipping through movies, and we always just play something, and we played this, and it was I thought it was pretty good. I figured, okay, well, it's got two Helmsworths, so ladies will like it, and here you go. That was my choice. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry, but if you did like it, then it was shoot 'em.
Well,
I like
compared to last week's choice,
It's great.
I love this movie.
Yeah.
I
Academy
mean,
Award winner.
holy hell!
Best
Yeah,
movie we've seen in 3 weeks.
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Well, you guys, I still like that other movie.
Oh, The Crow?
Sure. No, The Walking.
Yeah,
Harold
Oh
Fry.
yeah,
Right.
Harold
Yeah.
Fry.
whatever.
I
Yeah,
like I said, I
It
like
did
that
get a
guy.
play. It
Yeah.
did get a play,
Yeah.
for the record,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
one vote.
But
By
we're-
one.
Blue didn't vote.
Thanks, Blue.
vote.
Thanks, Blue.
Yeah,
If Blue would have voted, it still would have been a tie.
It would have been a tie. So
Yeah,
we needed 2 votes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I these are the movies that we got.
Yep.
Unless we go back to an old sit-around classic and say, okay, how is this holding up? We could try that again.
I'm not against watching this newer stuff because we're all watching this. I watch
Yeah.
most new stuff.
Mhm.
Good, better, ugly. I only got
Season-
15 minutes of Hellboy though. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Season 8 can be the did this movie hold up thing.
I enjoyed
Alright.
when we did that too. That was fun when we did
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
All right,
Because
well,
there was a bunch of great movies.
Really
from the
great
80s.
movies.
Then
We watched
season
it.
9 can be rating every Matthew McConaughey movie.
love the idea of that. Matthew McConaughey, hey. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I'm in on that. I'm in.
Yeah.
down for that.
Who needs a Helmsworth when you got Matthew?
Right.
Yeah.
Matthew would need a Helmsworth.
All right, who else is
Or we could, I don't know if you want to, do something like picking an actor and then pick a movie from that actor.
We could do like each month a different actor.
Yeah.
Do you know one season we need to do like just a whole season of a TV show?
Yeah, that too.
It's like one episode a week.
Yeah.
do we do
And it should be Game of Thrones. Season 8.
Yeah, just hammer it. First of all, we'll have to teach people how to turn up their contrast so that it's a little bit brighter, so they can
Right.
that they didn't see. Just turn it up. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
hard. Turn your brightness up, you'll be fine. All right.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Who else?
That's it. Yeah. It was just me. I'm done. Yeah. I'm glad people enjoyed it though.
I didn't see many people. I see Leon because he was in there last
Yeah.
night. Watching that with us, and again, shout out to Beach for putting this in 3D. He transcodes these into 3D, and there was a number of places again when we're watching this in big screen and in 3D when they're with the guns and they're walking towards you, it looks really cool. With our with the Oculus on, it looks really cool. Sometimes with the trees, it was a little confusing because I think it had a hard time figuring out which trees were closer, like the software.
Yeah, there's certain things like when we were watching Dungeons and Dragons the other night, it had an issue with the actor being in the foreground and there being a bright light behind them. There was like a halo effect around the top of their heads,
like they're Jesus.
Stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. So there was a little distortion. So it has some issue, and that might be settings I need to adjust, but it doesn't happen enough for me to screw around with it.
And hats off. I mean, because it's fun to watch these in 3D. It does give a lot of a new effect, and I enjoy watching them because we've watched movies without 3D, and then so again, watching them, it does give it that better feel. It is fun. I can't wait to watch Deadpool. I haven't watched it yet in 3D. I think maybe because it hasn't spun on the wheel, maybe we can find a night and
watch it one night. But you know, it's like
here's
pulling
what I'm
teeth to
gonna
get you
do.
in.
I've been wanting to watch this, so I'll do it like last Tuesday night. I'm gonna do a Deadpool and Wolverine in 3D and big screen.
All right. All right, I'll be sure to let Blue know that's on Tuesday. So yeah, I don't think we have to. So yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm sorry, I get a sidetracked. I didn't see anything. So this is a segment of the show. We're gonna do a play or pass. So play means that you throw a thumbs up on this movie because that movie is awesome, or you say this movie sucks. Fucking ditch it in the can, get it out of here. So play or pass is what we're gonna do. And let me get my pencil out, and do my tallying. All right, so we got play and I got passes. So we're gonna start. We start with Andrews to my far right, folks over in the side chat. Go ahead and vote while you're in here. I know Leon votes online, but that's okay. You're able to vote in here because you're on both. You've done it on both places. So. Andrew, play or pass for Land of Bad?
I give it a play.
All right, I'll play for the Land of Bad. Alvin, you're to my right of that, so I'm going to go ahead and just ask for you so I keep track of where we're at.
Yeah, it's a play for me, of course.
Awesome, a play for you. Mr. Roger, what do you think of Land of Bad? Is it giving a thumbs up? Or no?
It's a very rare play for an action movie for me.
Right. Blues Man, our local blues lover, Eddie, what do you think of this movie?
It's a play for me.
Give her a play.
I already voted already. It's a play.
That's all right. All right, and then we got our curmudgeon.
I reluctantly give it a play because I know one of my friends who likes crap like this will like it.
Not crap. This is good. Did you guys not like
this? Is good, wholesome American.
Yeah. Didn't you watch any Rambo movies growing up?
Yeah, I was 14.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Right.
So hence my comment of. I think I've seen this movie like 20 times before.
Well, so, look who's writing this stuff now. These kids don't know how to write something new.
Well, it's just like I said. Look, you got a reluctant play from me.
He got it. He gave it a play.
I know.
I mean, I follow the guidelines. If you know one person that you can recommend it to, you have to give it a play.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, but just wait. It's the best movie we've seen in the last 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
In this room.
For sure.
His move to the top of the cream is like the cream rises up.
Oh, gosh.
Ugh.
All right. For me, I'm going to go ahead. I give it a play. Again, it is what it's billed. It's billed, and you're going to get what you expect. So, you're not going to get health food from McDonald's. Okay, so this is junk food for cinema. If you're into that, you've had a few drinks or smoked a big bowl, and you want a little junk food cinema. This right here will work for you. It's gonna work. It's gonna fill your gut. Mindless shooting, people getting blowed up. I don't know where they find so many body bags for the people that they killed. You know, there had to be probably 30. I mean,
At
or
least
40. They
least.
killed so many people. But
most of them didn't need body bags. They just needed like a shovel and a bucket. So
yeah, that is true. There was a lot of that. Big A, what's our voting on Telegram?
It's a play. We had 11-2.
11-2. Woo!
Yeah.
Look at who is the winner chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's because everybody was wore down films prior week.
It wore down.
If there's anything, they just, you talk about this being cream. No, this was like a floater that you got to lay extra toilet paper on to make sure it goes down the toilet.
2 hours was a little excessive.
Yeah.
It was.
They could have trimmed 20 minutes off it pretty easily.
The earlier parts of it, but they were trying to, he's an outsider. He was inexperienced.
Yeah.
But the most inexperienced guy ends up kind of saving everybody. And, all right, he walking around with nothing, right? This is like 3/4 into the movie. And he's walking, he meets up with his buddy that the other
Sugar.
black-haired, runs into him. So they find each other. And then he ain't got a radio. What's he do?
That MacGyver radio was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
I
did one
the
out
bottle
of a
cap
Pepsi can.
with some. Where did he find the aluminum foil?
Right.
Where did he find some of those wires? Sorry, I need a little swallow drink.
Yeah.
But he built this thing, and next thing you know, he's talking to fucking makes a collect call to.
The thing that really inside made me laugh was watching a big fat Russell Crowe going through and buying vegan food. At the grocery store.
You remember he was standing in the supermarket, and he was right there at the meat section. And he's looking at himself, salivating.
What you'll do for a young third wife, you'll do whatever you need to do, because he said it's his third wife.
This is his
fourth. Okay, because I know I thought he said he was married 3 times, but and you'll do whatever for that booty action.
No, not me. Not when it comes to vegan food. No, not happening. It's just not happening. It's the only thing I have in life is meat. Okay.
We're not getting into cold cuts. Damn, next thing you know, we'll be running overtime with the damn angriness about damn Boar's Head cold cuts. So, all right. So we're gonna give us a play. So that's our recommendation from the show. It does get a play, and the votes are what you heard. You heard what we thought about the movie. This action for the next 25 minutes or so, we're going to talk about other movies that you may be interested or not interested in, as well as some TV shows. Again, people over in the side chat, toss out your ideas or shows that you really loved or you really hated. Let's talk about that. So TV and movies. Go ahead.
We didn't talk before. We have UFC tomorrow night.
UFC. Okay.
Yeah, UFC.
Is that early?
The fight night. Yeah, it's an early one. It's the prelims are at 4 p.m. and the main card is at 7 p.m.
Okay. Anybody big that we care about?
I didn't even look. Actually.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a bunch of scrubs.
All right, I'll just close it. I was going to open. You do have the NHL kicked off this week.
Yeah.
Or this past week. So for the Canadians up here, they're all excited about the NHL kicking off. The women's WNBA. Is it over now? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's over. Best ratings ever. And no thanks to Caitlin. Oh no, it wasn't her, but best ratings ever Yeah, but best ratings ever of in NBA, WNBA's got more eyes on it than it ever has. It is what give credit to the person. I don't care who it is. But so that's going on. NFL this week. So what's this week 6?
Yep.
I think
Minnesota Vikings still undefeated. I haven't been able to say that very many times in my life.
Who is it? Not Bridgewater. Who's the quarterback there?
Well, I mean, the big game in college football this week for me and Rogers, Iowa State plays West Virginia.
Yep.
Ooh, gonna be a little bit of rivalry for you boys.
Iowa State also undefeated on the season, which don't get to say very often.
Okay. So we got that going on. So that's our sports segment brought to you by
baseball. You guys don't
ESPN.
Don't talk about baseball.
Oh man, who watches baseball?
Yankees beat the Royals last night.
I'll watch when it gets to the World Series.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for a Subway Series here in New York.
Yeah, might happen.
Yeah, could happen. I'd love to see that.
Hey, Dad, you said you wanted to know if Silo is coming back?
Yeah.
Silo's coming back on the 14th of November.
Oh, all right. That was a very interesting TV show. So
yeah.
Pull this up. So, was there 2 seasons?
One season.
One.
This is the second one.
One. Yeah, right. Thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
So 1 season of that. Second season will be out November 14th. A good show. I thought they did a really good job on that show.
Yeah.
Kind of a different.
Other than Common sucks.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. His acting was not
bad.
so much. And not so bad.
Have any
go back and rewatch season 1?
Yeah. Well, Blue, I know she'll when season 2 comes out, we have to go back she does.
Have you guys watched The Ark?
Yes. She watched that.
The Ark. Yeah.
She watched that. She enjoyed that.
It's in the can.
Yeah, and it's back. Yeah, and it's back now.
Oh, you know what? Just came back. Superman and Lois. The final.
Oh, last season.
Yeah, and it's wrapping up everything in the Arrowverse. It started with Arrow back. I don't know what, 15 years ago. Arrow started.
Mm-hmm.
When's the movie coming out? It's already out, isn't it? Superman?
No, not yet.
No.
Ed. That'll be James Gunn's first DC movie.
Okay.
And I don't even think they're done filming it yet.
No, the Superman, the documentary. He tells about his life.
Yeah, about his life. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah.
He has Superman and Lois. Is that?
Yeah, Superman and Lois. Freaking. I mean, it's a lot to go back and watch all the prior seasons of Superman and Lois. So if you're not a fan, you're not a fan. But some shit happened in the first 2 episodes of Superman and Lois that doesn't generally happen in Superman stuff. It was shocking. So
okay,
I don't want to spoiler it, but it was good.
2 episodes are out according to Computer Works. Thanks, bro.
Yes. Yep.
And Leon says Arc season 2 was last night. So the first episode.
What gets me is, and I'll put on my grumpy old man hat again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ghost US. Okay, the new season, it starts next week.
Yep.
The new season on the 17th. Remember when we were young, when the new season started the week after Labor Day? That's when, beginning in September, the week after Labor Day was when all the new TV shows started.
Yep.
So this whole middle of freaking October, boy. Yeah.
They don't make 22 episode seasons anymore. You know, that's the reason that they're starting later and ending earlier and having a hiatus in the middle. You know,
and so many different stations.
Yeah.
Because now the stations have to, try to say, okay, where are we gonna fit this in to, lose people watching this other show on this network. You know what I mean?
I do enjoy that show though, Dave. That's one of my ones that I watch each week.
Yeah, I was when I was poking around the other stuff looking, I didn't realize there were 4 specials for the Ghost UK one. They are all like Christmas shows, so
Yeah.
I had to grab those.
I found out this week. Go back to the top, Dabs.
Yeah.
Slow House. The way it's pronounced is Slough House. It's not Slow House.
Those are horses.
Yeah.
Slow horses or slough horses?
Slough horses. I
Slough.
found that in the last episode of the last season. They were making a season 5, I think, or season 4.
Yeah.
They're already in it. And they said that the way it's pronounced is not slow horses, it's slough horses.
Mm.
What the fuck's a slough horse?
It's like a dump house. You know, you dump all the junk.
This isn't a house, it's a horse.
Yeah.
That's why I keep kneecap on the wheel, because I want to get that picked and have certain people suffer through all those Irish accents.
Oh no.
So
What about the French accent?
that's even worse. They're snobby.
That's even worse. Yeah.
Oh, the Rings of Power has been good.
Oh yeah. So I didn't. The first season, we did not like it. We watched it together. We watched it as episodes came out. We watched it. So first of all, it's not great writing in the storyline, and it doesn't. There's a lot of things like when I'm watching with Blue, she points out a lot of shit that isn't accurate. The other thing is when we watched this the first time, you know how you have that TV, that soap opera effect?
Hmm.
It accidentally got turned on, and we didn't really realize it for a little while. So, you know, a lot of the when we're watching it, we're like, this looks so fucking cheesy. Where did they shoot this? I mean, how did you know what I mean? It looks so bad. And then it was like a couple weeks before we realized that the soap opera effect had been flipped itself back on or something. And that was one of the reasons why we hated it so much, because graphically it just didn't look right. It looked
Because I think it looks.
fake.
I think it's beautiful. I think the special effects are great on it.
Yeah, so Blues went back and watched season 1, has been working through it, and she goes, "This is so much better now that the correct setting is on the TV, and also watching it in succession, so everything stays fresher in your mind."
Yeah.
When we do it once a week, I struggle because it's hard when we watch so many things.
Yeah.
To stay in connection with that character, what's going on, this, that. Maybe it's my age. Maybe again, it's just we watch too many shows and movies. So
I feel I do also, and I want them separated, because if you're watching it with someone else, you can at least discuss each episode. You know,
I prefer the binge model.
The binging, I can't. I don't like to, because I feel like I don't get to give the time to each character. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like it's just like speeding through something and it's done, and then you're sitting saying, "Oh, I gotta wait, a couple months for this to come back."
Couple years, fuck months.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
but what I do feel you in a way. I do feel correct on some of this, because when we watch certain shows, every episode you analyze it, digest it, talk about it, and like when we watch it together, when Blue and I are watching and we discuss it maybe even past the day we watched it, there is something to be said to that, because if we binge a show, do we discuss a few times like what happened right there, but that episode doesn't hold its own. When we go week to week, each episode is like a vessel of whatever you got from that episode. It's all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, and it holds itself. But when we binge it, it's basically just a long movie.
Yeah.
So each episode really doesn't matter. It's what we're looking for the whole
story
series and the whole season. So there's stuff to be said for each way. It's frustrating when I have to wait, but when we
you fill it with each other show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's why I fill it with all these other shows. I have
a hard time keeping track of all of them, to be honest. That's why sometimes I watch sports. because I can just shove that in there, and it helps me keep from watching too many shows and get confused.
Talk about shows. There's another show that came out that just started with Zachary Quinto, Brilliant Minds. I watched Brilliant Minds. I watched the first episode, and the second is out. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but I can't wait to watch it. I like the concept of it. You don't see it there?
I'm just kind of glancing through. I figured it'd be like on one of these early trending.
This is me watching TV. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well that.
Because I watch Abbott Elementary and all the Chicago stuff. I watch all that drama stuff.
Any fans of Outlander is coming out November 22nd, season 7.
I never got into that one. I
got into
there it is,
it.
Todd, right there. Or the second. Okay, you got it.
Okay. Yeah, he played
Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek. And there was the other one where they were like mutants of. They were like mutants
Heroes.
on the Earth. Yeah, heroes.
Yeah, heroes. He was
not,
great in
not mutants. They were heroes. Damn it.
Yeah. Heroes was a great show. I loved it.
First 2 seasons.
And if you watch, there's a new show out, and I just grabbed a couple episodes to watch to see if I like it. And it's a sci-fi. It's called Teacup.
I just got it last night. I haven't watched it yet.
You said Teacup?
Yeah.
Teacup. I saw it. I mean, I just saw it. It was like on the second page.
I am going to watch it. It looks good. It's sci-fi, so I'll watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that, and I like that kind of stuff. So I didn't know if anybody had seen it yet.
Still Big Brother season for me.
I
got a couple more weeks left.
And isn't it all one word?
Yeah.
Yeah. There it
Teacup is one word, yes.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I saw this image and I wasn't sure if I wanted to watch it. I saw it in One Clicks. I'm like, do I want to watch it?
It's a post-apocalyptic.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you got 2 episodes out right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Deadliest Catch. Is anybody watching?
Yes.
Did you watch? Have you watched? Are you on? Like,
I'm not
caught up?
Yeah.
I'm on the last one.
Yep.
I watched it last night.
Did you with Keith?
Yes.
Scary shit.
Oh, all right. All fairness, I'm real on this show. I was choked up.
Yeah.
I was choked up as a brother, as a the whole thing, and that shit was real. I don't think they faked that.
No.
And the decisions, it was a gut wrenching. Now people are like, oh, Deadliest Catch, it's the same thing, 20 episodes, seasons. That episode was fucking strong.
Oh yes.
It brought back feelings of Captain Phil, because that's how Phil went down.
Yes.
Yep.
So Yep.
It was.
And love him or hate him, he's been. If you watch that show, you've seen him for 15 years. You've known Keith.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's got. I mean, he has anger issues.
Yeah. For sure.
We all know people. They're just so tense, and they want to win every time.
Yeah.
And he's just that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Keith, he has the oldest boat in the season. It's a I don't know what kind of boat it was before, but he renovated it so he could go crab fishing. And that
his boat was from like the Navy. It was a Navy ship.
Boat, yeah.
It was sad.
My Brother's Keeper, I think, was the episode.
But you notice sometimes you see in some of the shots when they're in the harbor and you see the old Harris boat.
Yep.
They show you shots of it. He's just sitting there. I don't know.
I think it's wrapped up in a lawsuit, Ed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's wrapped up in a lawsuit right now.
Because of Jason?
No. With the owners.
Oh, the owners.
Because that's what's weird with this show. You think that these guys, the captains, would own the boats.
yeah.
They talk like they're boat owner. Then they
They're
have to call
company.
back to a company. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, I
Yeah.
thought you owned that damn boat. I mean,
No.
I think
if
Sig's
you-
about
it's
the only
good.
one that really owns these
Okay,
boats.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No, and
the
what
Hill
the-
Strands,
uh,
don't the Hill Strands?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
yeah,
own it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're owners.
Hills Brands own that.
So, but again, it's
But
a,
the
it's a
funny
show.
thing is,
If
though,
that show
the
was
Hill
this episode,
Strands,
oof.
the Hill Strands had an issue with Deadliest Catch show, and that's why they weren't even on.
For a couple,
There was
2
a
or
lot
3.
of stuff. 2 or 3 seasons.
Yep.
Yeah, they weren't on because there was and that's why the older brother really didn't even want to come back. He's
Yeah.
still pissed off at them.
Yeah.
But again, the Time Bandit. I mean,
Yeah.
if there ain't a funner, if you could be on a boat,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's the boat
the
I
one
want
to
to
be
be
on.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the boat. That is the
Not
boat
that I
to
could
be on.
ever do that work, even
Yeah.
close. I'd be like
Right.
a half a day in. Can we
Mhm.
drop me off? Just throw
Yeah.
me in a dinghy and I'll roll back.
Yeah, when you
yeah,
see a 30-foot wave next to you,
Hmm.
man.
Yeah.
Well, what was funny is this season has more injuries
Yeah.
and people
Yeah.
getting hurt. Holy
Yep.
shit! It's like
How about
people from all these boats all getting hurt. So
on Sig's boat when the cameraman and the other kid
Yeah,
went
fell in
up
the fucking
in.
ocean.
Man, I was shocked at how quick they got him out.
Yeah.
Me too.
2 guys to fall in the water to get the 2 of them out so quick.
and
know?
it wasn't the worst seas that we've seen,
Right.
but it wasn't good. It was
No.
it was
good,
some pretty
right.
rough seas
It's
going
pretty
on, but
rough.
not
Yeah.
horrible. But it was not calm. And when he fell in, I'm like, oh shit, both of them in.
Yeah.
So the one went in, and then the cameraman jumped in after him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the cameraman slipped or whatever because he was.
Well, he was trying to
wasn't he
grab him.
reaching for-
Remember?
he was trying to
He tried
grab
to
him.
grab
The
him.
cameraman was trying to grab him. Yeah.
Because he was slipping
Yeah.
off the back, and then he tried to
Mhm.
grab him, and then he went off too.
So yeah, this season's been great, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
one of our I've made Blue watch this, even though Blue is not into this. She's watching this now, even though
Okay.
this is not in her wheelhouse of shows to
Uh-huh.
watch.
And Ed, just so you know, Gold Rush is coming back November 6th, I believe. 6th or 11th.
Well, I didn't get it on my list. Usually when it comes on, I get a pop-up.
Yeah, it's not till November 6th or 11th. I
It
can't
won't
remember
pop
what
up
the
till
date.
then. Yeah, it
Okay.
won't pop up till then.
Just so you know, because you asked about it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yes, Gold Rush.
Yep, I do. I enjoy that. I don't like to watch it week to week. I like to be just like I lucked up on Deadliest Catch because I hadn't watched it in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I had like 3 episodes I could watch, and of course it's the 3. I'm so glad that I waited because I'd have been messed up if I had to wait a week.
Yeah, because there was a whole week.
Keith.
Yeah, we had to wait a week to see if Keith made it or not.
Yep.
Mhm. Well,
Yep.
Yeah, we don't know if he made it. We'll only find out maybe in the next week.
Well, he made it. He's okay. He's
fine.
I mean, he may have some issues, but he at least got to shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Computer Works just said Penguin is really good. We're
Yeah,
still
Penguin.
watching that.
yeah.
Top notch makeup, and they got the whole feel.
Yeah.
It's got that whole vibe to the show. So give it to
Well, I mean, what the trailers have gotten me, and I just hope the series is as good as the trailers. That Dune Prophecy.
Yeah, it looks good.
That looks real
Yeah.
from the trailers I've seen. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like November, December.
It's about the I can't remember this the chicks, the
The
witches.
Benny Gesserit.
Oh,
Yeah, that's who. It's about them. Yeah.
Spell prophecy. P
November 8th.
R O. PH.
Uh,
There it is.
No,
Yeah, PH. Yeah, I was heading the right direction. Okay.
Gold Rush, November the 8th.
8th, okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, my house will be watching this, so I'm not worried
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I'll watch this too, for sure.
Yeah,
Me
my
too.
home
I'm
will
waiting.
definitely be.
Click in and see when the first episode airs on that, will you, Todd?
Yep. No date.
No date, no air date yet. All right,
And it's 6 episodes, no A date on any of them. So
fuckers.
Any of you-
HBO.
Are any of you guys fans of Criminal Minds?
No.
Nope.
No, okay, because that series has just been absolutely one of the best things that I think I watched.
Mhm.
For the last 2 seasons now, it's just great. I really love it.
And there's a lot of people. I mean, that show does very well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's
isn't
like-
that
what is that?
CBS?
Like,
It's got that CBS feel.
I saw an
Paramount Plus.
advertiser for, I forget what it was, but it was for Grey's Anatomy. And I'm like, holy
That's still
shit.
on the air?
Oh
That
yeah.
show's been on for
Yeah,
20
it's
plus
great.
years.
Yeah, almost
Like,
20.
oh my God.
Is this
I've
the
not
25th?
watched
I
Not
think it's
watched
the
one
25th one.
fucking minute.
No?
You and me
minute.
both.
I do.
But I just, like, I don't know if I was watching a football game or something or whatever channel was on. I saw an ad for it. I'm like,
ABC.
really? That
Yep.
show's still
It's
on
still
the
there.
air?
Still there.
This show's still fun, just because it's the role that Sylvester should have played his entire career.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
He should have always been a mob guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
plays. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we can see we've got 4 episodes. Another one drops out in 2 more days, so not far. Let's see. I'm still how many? I'm waiting for more episodes of this to drop. Yeah,
Which one?
from.
Oh, from.
So it's got 3 episodes. So I might wait a week or 2 more than start because at my house, and I think somebody over in the side chat said the same thing. Kind of Leon says, for me, a lot of times when we watch stuff, it's like a couple episodes, maybe 3. Now, Blue could go all day and watch it into the night. Now, for me, after about the 2nd or 3rd episode, I'm like, no, I got to change up. I got to go do something, or at least turn the type because I don't want to. It's like I want to savor it, and I don't want
That's
to.
how I feel about myself.
I don't want to like rum, 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 it's all gone. At least if I savor it
Right.
over a couple days. Now I don't want to wait
Mhm.
weeks, but
Right.
watch 2 or 3 episodes today. 2 feels good. 3 if I have to, and then wait tomorrow and catch a couple more. So that's just kind of how I like to. I don't like to. I don't know when you watch all of them. I feel like then I don't have to. I'm like I don't have it no more.
Right. Oh, another show that had its series finale that was pretty good was SEAL Team. If any one of you guys watched that, but I doubt it because
No.
Never
you
seen
guys
it.
don't. You don't.
No.
Oh my God. Great.
SEAL Team.
Great show. Yeah.
Got a lot. Isn't that another CBS show? Because I'm telling
It
you, I don't watch
actually
much
is, yeah.
Paramount. It's like
Yeah,
got that
it
CBS Paramount Plus feel. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
But it was.
I'm not
But
that
then
old,
now
man.
when it switched over to the Paramount, at least you heard them cursing and they were able to do other things on the show. But I really liked it.
I just can't watch those fucking hour-long procedurals where everything's wrapped up and tied up in a bow every 42 minutes. Oh, crime solved every 42
No,
minutes.
no.
Crime solved.
With SEAL Team, they don't do that, and that's what I like about it. It's a lot of it. You still get that feel on into the next episode.
Hey, Raj, I got one for you. I don't know if you're into cars, right?
Yep.
Rust Valley Restoration.
Yeah, I've watched a few of them. I like it.
Well, the last episode season is still up. It's season 5. It just came out not too long ago.
I've been watching on YouTube that kid out of Nova Scotia, Bad Chad,
Mm-hmm.
who I don't know. He's more of an artist builder than a fab guy because he makes crazy shit. So I like to watch him.
I spend time watching that Vice Garage.
On YouTube.
Yep.
I hope you watch that The Butcher's channel.
No.
Put it on. I want you to just your homework is to watch. Just click on Stream Matters and just let it play. Just let it play all night long. That's your homework.
Anybody watching Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist?
I haven't started it yet because of Big Brother, but I am going to watch it.
Okay. All right.
Even though it has Kevin Hart in it, I'm still going to watch it.
The movie or the?
It's a series. I think it's 6 episodes or 8 episodes.
I'm trying to think. Did anybody watch the Hellboy?
No, I didn't even know there was a new Hellboy out.
No,
honestly,
yeah, there is.
There is.
Who's that? That's not Hellboy. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
It's someone not big enough because Blue says Hellboy's supposed to be humongous. What the hell they got him playing this part for? I mean, he's not a little dude, but you can tell that's all just a bunch of fake padding and stuff. I pride myself in usually finishing a movie. Blue is pretty much, I mean, she will give up on things a little quicker than I would, but we're both pretty, hey, let's give it a chance. You know what? This is not going off to a good start. Let's see if they turn it around. 15 minutes into this mode, Shannon looked at me and goes, you could turn this off. I said, thank you very much. And we turned it off because it is horrible. Bad writing. The special effects are like remind me of Sinbad. Some of the spider. It was like I'm like that looks like Sinbad. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but it's terrible. And some of the first 2 Hellboys were actually not bad. I mean, they were all right. They were what they were. They were a cult. Silly. It was silly, but it was all right. But this horrible. Do not waste your time. Dave, how far did you get into that?
I didn't even bother with it. I when I saw it and I'm like, nope. Not even gonna try. I mean, it's like my rule of thumb is kind of like you. I'll start something, and after 15 minutes or so, if I don't like it, I just stop.
Oh.
And then if I go back on my Plex and it's still after 3 days still on my continue watching, I just click mark as watched to get it off there, so I don't have to see it anymore.
That's Speak No Evil's like that. That's a fucking bad. That's horrible.
Wait. I liked it. I liked it.
I couldn't get by the bad acting. I couldn't.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. It felt very forced. Blue and I watched it. Actually, we turned off Hellboy and turned this on. So maybe because we had started with Hellboy, we went to this and we're like, oh, this ain't so bad. This is,
I got 15 minutes and I couldn't take it no more.
Well, we watched it. If you want a thriller, it is got a thriller. There's not a lot of jump scares. That's not the kind of a movie it is, but that psychological weird shit going on and tense, where you're tense, not knowing what's going to happen. We liked it. So if you like those kind of things, again, I think that Blink Twice is almost that same feel. The both are, I'd say, pretty par with the course with that weird, uncomfortable. And I went back and we watched Platform 1 and Platform 2.
2 is out, right? Yeah, okay.
2 is out.
How did you like 2? How did you like it?
It was okay.
It was, I want to watch it.
There was a lot of weird shit in it. There's a lot of weird things.
Shit
I was like,
first one too.
well, not as weird. I couldn't tell what's reality and what's not really. Was he dreaming and what they not dreaming in number 2? 1 was there wasn't as much of that, I didn't think. I mean, there was a little bit, but not as much. So 1 I thought was good. 2 was okay. And at the end I was like, huh? It's like, but I can't say I regretted the time we spent watching it. So it's something to watch.
When I saw that came out, I was like, oh, Platform 2. I looked and I said, oh, Netflix, never mind. I just knew. I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
kind
I'll
of.
have to put it on the wheel.
Oh yeah.
If you put Platform 2, you'd have to put Platform 1 because the storyline is continued. So you're forcing people to watch both. Because honestly, I mean,
I'll be gone that week.
No, I'll just do
my
it. My
wheelchair's broke. I can't get to the computer.
Yeah,
damn right.
I'll do it.
I got a flat tire.
Beaver chewed through my internet cable.
Hey, this Caddo Lake. Anybody? I've seen it. It just got released a day or two ago. It's not been long. Let's see who's a Blinding Edge Pictures. Okay, so yeah, I haven't watched this. It's another thriller. I think. I'm sure it looks like it. Mystery thriller drama. Okay. Well, this is the weekend. It's a long weekend. I might I might just turn it on and not tell Blue what it is. Turn it on because again, those are not her kind of fun movies.
Well, I'm gonna have to send Blue a message say, "Oh, I watched a really good movie called Kneecap. I really think you might like it." What's happening, C-Man?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up, my man? So I was trying to think if there was any other movies we watched. Those are a few movies that we watched this week that I do plan on watching. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is out. Good copies of that out. And the Salem's Lot, I keep seeing it trending, but it looks like it's slowly dropping. Looks like it's slowly dropping. It's down to 63. So
you didn't like it, Dave, or you just don't
no?
like
I just see. I'm like, really? Okay. No, I'll pass. I like the old ones. Well, okay. So remember, why hasn't there been a Phantasm remake?
Oh gosh.
Or a Motel Hell remake?
They couldn't do Motel Hell. Do you think people allow that?
They did Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True. Okay. Oh wait, we're past 7 o'clock.
Maybe if they said the people were gluten free, then they might make it.
Well, there. Yeah. Well, there was a part in Platforms where he talks about purging themselves. So.
I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. But I don't think you can bite people's wangers off on film anymore.
All right. Well, for next week, we got to watch Wolves. So for you folks that are still hanging with us, Wolves for next week. So be sure to check this out. This is not a documentary. So when you look up Wolves, if it's a documentary, you pick the wrong ones. Not National Geographic.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Not wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves.
Woof.
Like
woof.
a dog. Wolf.
Woofs.
Woof,
Woof.
woof.
And it's a 6.5. So that makes it great in these days.
Good.
All right.
Well, put it this way, there's no way it can be worse than your last pick, The Crow.
Yeah.
True. See, I've set the bar. I can only go up. I'm good with that. I'm good. So before we get out of here, Blues Man, Eddie, anything you want to say before we head out of here, bud?
Good show tonight. Hope you can see the Aurora
Borealis, yeah.
Yeah, is it still raining?
Yes.
Okay,
the only Borealis I'm seeing is lightning.
Okay, good.
Is it raining by you, Eddie?
No, I think it's going to start. It's really cloudy.
Okay.
It's coming from me over to him.
Dab shit is coming my way.
Buckle up. All right. Roger, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Thanks for the invite as always. It was like Dave said, this is the best movie we've watched in weeks.
Yes.
And like, subscribe, and share, fuckers.
All right. The Beach.
Well, I can probably say, based on the last 3 movies you watch, there's no way Wolves can be any worse.
You never know.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, you might like it.
Yeah, it might. What about you?
I want to thank everyone for coming out, voting for my movie.
My
hope
movie.
To see you guys. Hope to see you guys next week. Don't forget, Wolves. Don't forget to vote for it. It's important.
Vote for or against it.
For or against it. Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one you vote.
You hate the thing, just vote against it.
Yeah, hit pass.
But we like to have those numbers to look at.
Yep.
And hopefully well, I know that we gained some more people in both the streaming matters, the Oculus Boom, and the player pass. Welcome to you guys that
that's
jumped in.
Todd's new online boyfriend.
Right.
Don't be a hater. Dave, sit down. You're just a hater.
Well, that was from his boyfriend and
glowing
also from,
personality that I have.
and
glowing fucking personality over here.
What was it? Your other thing there online? What is that?
Hey guys.
What's up, C-Man?
What's happening?
How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good to hear you again. Hey, you're gonna have to get yourself available at 5 o'clock. So it'd be 4 o'clock your time.
You know what?
To join in.
I was gonna come on today, and I totally forgot about it. Hell, all I do is sit here. Shit.
Hey, it's important. Wait a minute. I thought I was so important that the world revolved around me. Dave said that the world revolves around me. So I thought that everybody be paying attention.
Yeah, he's a big celebrity now.
Yeah.
No, I got the all clear on the cancer front today, which is great.
Good.
Oh, praise God. All right.
Brother. All right, man.
And 97% healed on the arm.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Good.
So, yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome. And again,
That's
it's the struggles that you've been going through, and I don't, man, if I was going through some of your shit, I guess I would just be like, dipping out, and you'd be like, what happened to Dabs? You know what I mean? But you continue to do your thing each day, and so I just commend you for it, and I've been praying for you. Honestly, I've been praying for you every day, because I'm like, there's people you gotta, people there's good people out there, and I hate to have any of these good people disappear.
Man, there's a couple on this panel.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, this whole panel, I can pray. I can pray every day for these.
C-Man, I want to let you know, I would walk to Texas for you. All right.
I appreciate it, man.
Okay. Not like these other bunch here. They don't understand the concept.
How you feeling, Alvin?
If he was across the street,
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, hey, that's a 4-lane highway I got to cross.
Yeah, but a lot of it is downhill.
Frogger, I'm like
Frogger. Over there, there's a wheeling away.
It was tough one hand on those fucking XMLs every day.
I bet.
I'm sitting here one arm in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked about Black Lightning earlier in the show, and I mean, I use it as a widget. It's simplicity, so is that, because I know that it's gonna have whatever's newest, and you click it and it's gonna play.
Yeah.
I use it for, it lets me know when something new is out. So maybe I don't watch it on Black Lightning, but I know that, hey, that movie is out in good quality. I can find it and get that, because for me, I want a 4K or I want a high end 1080.
Yeah.
But I can trust it as my information every time. It's like, oh, that's out. Okay. And if I don't see it, I'm like, no, don't do it. It's not out yet.
Yeah.
Hey, C-Man, which arm were you having problems with?
I'm sorry?
Here we go.
Which arm were you having problems with?
Going to do this in the after show?
I broke my left arm in 3 places, including my shoulder.
Oh.
Well, play the outro and we'll.
Hey, we're out of here. All right, we'll talk off after things.
Oh,
so, again, thanks for you guys joining. Thanks for everyone on the panel, all the work that everybody does, and I really appreciate it. And watch our new movies for next week. We got
Wolves.
Woof, 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 woof.
curtains falling on the screen. Hope you laughed and learned a bit. Had some fun and skipped routine. Time to close this crazy shit. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time to say goodbye. Through the streams and download set. But now it's time for us to fly. Information, picked up tips and tricks to enjoy. But now we leave this online station. It's time to pack up every toy. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. But it's time for us to fly. Through the streams and download set. You can kiss my ass goodbye.